Well, let me start off by saying that honestly, I'm scrolling through TikTok looking for videos to react to, as you do, and I come across this guy who claims, first of all, that he can mesh. We don't talk about Bruno and Havana by Camila Cabello. He's got this like little figurine, plastic figurine, using as a microphone. And I'm wondering, like right away, you're thinking, okay, this isn't gonna work out very well, and this is gonna be cringe factor. And then, man, and then you open your mouth, and the sound you create is, I don't know how to. So that's my first question: is how do you describe your voice? It doesn't have to be in one word. You can describe it however you want. How do you describe that sound you have? Because it's quite good.
I would say I would describe it as like it's almost like I would say my voice is kind of like it has like a almost like crying factor to it.
Yes.
It's like kind of gives it that bit of emotional touch, and that's kind of like when it comes to like me doing covers or singing songs, I kind of lean towards like piano ballads just because I feel like that's like my kind of genre where it kind of fits.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely. It has that. It suits, if I could say, it suits Latin music so well too. It really does, and
yeah,
maybe that's just because what you sing most of the time. But it's got that crying was the I could never have come up with that word. That's perfect. It is a crying factor.
yeah, it has like my voice is like very in Spanish like they would say like it sounds like que chilla mucho, which is like crying, and I like to like also sometimes sing some mariachi music. That type of music like more of like a very strong like vibrato kind of thing, but I don't mind singing it just because I feel like it gives like a different taste of that side of music. So if someone already listens to mariachi and then they maybe hear a cover of mine, they're like, oh, like this is something new I haven't heard
Yeah,
before.
exactly. I've seen a couple of videos where you sing in Spanish as well. Like, which do you prefer? Is it do you are you able to tap into that emotion better if you're singing in Spanish or English, or which one do you prefer?
I prefer singing in English, but I feel like I can tap in more to emotion with Spanish. I am trying to like listen to more Spanish music. I went to Coachella. I heard Carol G, and honestly, like I was blown. I knew a couple of her songs. I knew Oceans. I love that song, and Dusa is like one of her big hits. But I was just like blown away by all her music and like how she performs. I feel like the way I hear new songs either through TikTok, the radio, or like a friend. So I never go out of my way to explore new music, which is something I should do.
Well, speaking of exploring new music and tapping into songs you already know, we'd like to play a game on this show called Song Association. Everyone knows what it is. I'm going to give you a word, and you have to come up with a song that has that word in the lyrics or in the title. I can see the deep breathing already. You're so nervous for this. I love it. The best part of it is my favorite number is 9, and I feel like 10 seconds is too easy. So it's going to be 9 seconds to come up with a song. Why not? The time is arbitrary anyways. No one's keeping track. Your first word we have for you is never.
Never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, never, never enough, never.
The fact that you went with a musical theater song, I absolutely love. That that's got to be the biggest song on the planet right now, and I'm surprised you went for that one. That's so good.
As soon as I sang it, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's the morning, and like I feel like my voice is not all there right now. But
Do you normally sing show tunes? Do you like musical theater? Were you involved in that in high school at all, or no?
so unfortunately, our school, our high school was like so like low budget to the point where I didn't even have a track team or theater or any of that. So I joined. If we had one, 100% would have joined. But no, I saw the movie. I love the song. I fell in love with it. But really like for the like musical theater world.
Did you know that
But
Lauren Allred, who actually sings the song for the film, she showed up on Britain's Got Talent this season?
I saw that she got like the golden buzzard, right? It
Ex-
was
yeah. I was so like I couldn't decide whether I liked that or not. I was like, yeah, you're already a thing. Like, at least in my mind, and she's huge to me. Like, I already know you. You've already got a career. Why are you on Britain's
yeah.
Got Talent stealing a golden buzzer?
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way, like partially because I feel like a lot of these contestants have like a professional background actually already. They're just not like known in the pop culture scene. So I mean, I kind of understand like she wants like I guess to be. I'm sure she got like a bigger audience. But yeah, like and like if you compare her to a rookie, it's like the rookie has like no chance.
I did feel
Yeah,
kind of like a jerk at the end of the video though, because she talks about how she was so afraid to put her face to her voice. Like that's what she was, and so she felt so much more comfortable just singing behind a microphone in the dark and not anyone knowing her. And I was like, okay, now that's kind of a great story now that you're okay putting yourself out there.
yeah. Or she could have done like the Sia route or the Marshmallow route. You know, she could have put a thing too.
Right? Well, let's not talk about Sia. That she has a bit of a bad rap these days. But yes, word number 2, we have end, END.
END. Okay. If the world was ending. Wait, does that count? If
Yes,
the world was
yes, it does.
You'd come over and you stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant if the world was ending. Ooh, I'm on a roll right now. I thought I was so bad, but I'm getting them like.
You're nailing it. 2 for 2. That's pretty good. I thought you were actually going to go to the keys on that one and start playing along. Word number 3 is story.
The story of my life, I take it home. I drive all night to. I don't know the lyrics. I hope they don't come from me. It's the story of my life.
That's so good. They're not going to come for you. Don't worry. It's all right. He's got his solo career now. He was at Coachella dancing around. It's fine. The videos I've seen of that, he's incredible. I mean, being there was probably even better.
It was. I've never seen him live, and he is such a good performer. Like you feel something there. Like it's a whole experience. Like he moves you with his music and his performance.
Yes.
So it's amazing. Like I feel like only a few artists can do that. And for me, for sure, it's been Coldplay for one of them, and then it's been Harry Styles too. He's really good.
He seems to be, he's tapped into the center of, like, I like to say Elton John and like Freddie Mercury. If those two had a child, it would be Harry Styles. That's what he's tapped into.
I can see that 100%.
Right? And in the voice, in the style, in just the way he performs, and it's so much fun to watch. It's just, he's so much better than he was in One Direction, in my opinion. Like, this is where he belongs.
His music now is so good, so I agree. Like, I mean, One Direction music was good, but his new solo music is like a whole new level, I think.
Okay, well, speaking of getting started on a reality show, you actually auditioned for something called La Voz. So is this a basically a Latin version of The Voice?
Pretty much, yeah. So it's the U.S. Spanish version of The Voice. So it's got a bunch of really popular artists from some like in terms of the Spanish music. So we seen Alejandra Guzman, Carlos Vives, and Luis Fonsi. Luis Fonsi was the one that made that big hit, Despacito.
Yeah,
So-
I'm familiar. Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
My friend, she told me like, hey, they're having this new show. They're having casting auditions in LA. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, why not? You know, like, I mean, why not? I was very nervous, but I was like, let's just go for it. I wasn't thinking too much of it. And the line was so long, I kid you not, like, I think they said over 1,000 people auditioned in LA, but the line was huge. There's like 3 rounds, and then the final producer is like in front of a camera. And then you see, and then they tell you, they're like, okay, we'll let you know in like 2 to 3 months. And so you're just like checking your email every single day. And I got the email like, hey, you made it onto the TV show. And it was crazy. They ask you to pick 3 Spanish songs, 3 English songs, and then you send it to them. And for me, they didn't pick any of them. They chose my song 1 week before my flight, and that's where I got We Don't Talk Anymore by... I almost said We Don't Talk About Bruno just because I sing that song so much.
I know,
We
it
Don't
was so
Talk
close.
We Don't Talk Anymore by Charlie Puth. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I could have done more with it. I was super nervous. I know it's like it's a song that kind of just stays here in
Yes.
terms of like melody wise. Say You Won't Let Go has like some really low parts, some really high parts. But I could have definitely like experimented with it and probably still got in chair turns, but it was just, I think, lack of experience and being too nervous.
So they choose your song for you. You're not walking on stage with a song that you actually picked.
Yeah, no. I did not pick the song, and I didn't even pick my outfit. I didn't like my outfit too much, but
That's insane. That's the best and the worst part about these reality shows where, yeah, they're building stars and finding people. But the fact that you don't get to choose, like, what you wear is so much a part of you, and what you're going to sing is, like, everything about you. And the fact that you don't get to choose either of those things.
it sucks. And then I guess for some people, they did get to choose their clothes just because they let us bring like what do you call it, a suitcase full of clothes, but I like the worst sense of style because they did not pick a single thing out.
Who cares if you get chair turns or not? To make it on that show is incredible, and but to sing knowing that Luis Fonsi is facing the other way, but it has to be the most nerve-wracking experience to be up there singing knowing that he's on the other end of that chair.
I mean, it was super nerve wracking. Like I don't know if they show it in the show, but there's a point right before the music, like it's all dead silent because the audience is like the producers tell the audience to not make a word yet, and then the way the lights are set up, they all just kind of like rotate, and then they all just boom fixate on you at that very moment. So at that moment, the adrenaline is there. Like my heart was beating so fast. I'm like, Tony, you need to calm down. You need to breathe correctly if you want to sing correctly. And then the music starts playing, and then you start feeling the song. And honestly, yeah, I didn't get any chair turns, but it was the most amazing experience ever.
You know, honestly, and I watched the audition. It's a solid audition. It really is. You don't know what those producers are looking for. It is 100% you. Like that crying sound is there all throughout the whole performance. Like it is 100% you, and it's great. Who knows what they're looking for? But it was a good audition. Your next word is strong.
Strong. Okay. There's a word, but it's stronger. I don't know if that would count.
Go for it. If you're about to sing Kelly Clarkson, go for it.
Yeah, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone.
It was going to be either. I knew Kelly Clarkson was going to be the top of the head for sure, but because you're such an Encanto fan, I thought maybe I'm the strong one. I thought that's where we were going to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's all good. You still won it anyway. You don't fail. It's all right. You got it.
I'm 3 for 3 or 4 for 4. I'm not sure.
It's 4 for 4. We got you. All right. You ready for your fifth one? Number 5 is fly.
Fly. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
Oh, yes.
Let me see. I had that one on TikTok, so I'm like, okay, I have that one.
It's too easy. Yeah. Word number 6. So far, 5 for 5. I mean, this is. I don't know what you were nervous about, really. All right. Number 6 is something.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to.
I wish, like, I don't know how to convey this more to anyone watching, that we haven't set these words up at all. Like, that was completely on the spot.
Yeah, I did not expect to do this well. So if anyone's watching, I promise you he did not give me the words.
You've obviously been singing forever, I can tell. When did you start with the piano? Has that always been? Did you take lessons? Were you self-taught? Is there any other like musical instrument you go to other than just your voice?
Yeah, so for piano, I would say I had an interest like at the age of maybe 12 or 13. And I want to say that the biggest reason, and it's crazy, the biggest reason why I wanted to learn piano is because I was listening to so much Coldplay and I loved so many of their songs. And so many of their songs was like piano, you know? And then you got like Viva La Vida, and then there's like The Scientist. I wanted to learn all their songs. And biggest reason why I learned piano. It's the craziest thing. But the first piano I had lights where you would like pick a song and then it would show you where to put your fingers to play that song.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I actually forgot the first song. I forgot how to play it. That I actually learned. It was Let It Be by the Beatles. And I would want to play it for you right now, but I kid you, I forgot how to play it. I know it's like, I'm sure if I look up the chords, but that was the first song.
If I had to guess, just to have it at A, I think it goes down to E and then F sharp. I think that's.
In times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
It's a minor version of Let It Be. We took it to a jazzy standard there.
And I started like searching on YouTube. I would put like how to play piano or how to play piano for beginners, or and sometimes I wanted to learn a song, how to play Clocks by Coldplay,
Mm.
all of that stuff, and I just slowly learned my way to at least be able to play a song that I want to like sing to, and like be able to my own, just because if I want to slow the tempo or want to change the key, I'm able to do that. And I think that's like one of the strongest things that maybe people that don't play an instrument don't realize, is that sometimes the key of the song will make or break you. Like, yeah, sometimes when I've done karaoke, like I would play a song and then I would start super high, and I'll tell my friends, I'm like, oh, I found the wrong one. And then they're like, what, the wrong one? What does that even mean? And I'm like, oh, it's just one for my voice.
Even your buddy there, Harry Styles, when he brings Shania Twain out with him to sing "Man, I Feel Like a Woman," he is singing in her original key. If he would have brought it to a key that he can absolutely kill that song, and it was like good, watching that video was like good on you, man, for getting through in her key. Like that's it's tough to do. It's
So for female keys, you're either all the way up here or you're all the way down here. And there's so really hard.
okay. Number 7 is Rainbow.
And the sky is finally open. The wind and wind stop blowing, and you're stuck out in the same old storm again. I know it comes somewhere here.
Keep going.
So hold our umbrella, but darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head.
Oh, Casey Musgraves for the win. I love that. That is such a good song. You know, I first discovered that song in during the Masked Singer. Where there's this, like, I don't even know what it was, this giant beast head, and that's what he sang, and it was like, this is incredible. It's an incredible song, sung by something that looks quite terrifying, but it was just that's what introduced me to the beautiful song.
It's such a good song. I forgot how I got introduced, but it's one of those songs where I just need to listen to it one time and I'm hooked to it. Like, I'm like, what's the name of that song and who sings it? Because I'm gonna add that to my playlist. It's one of those songs for me. But something you'll notice about me is like, all the songs I know, I somehow managed to mess up the lyrics, like for all of them. And unless it's my own music, I guess, or it's a song that it's my go-to karaoke, then I always mess up the lyrics for whatever reason.
Is that why the trend on TikTok now you have is your red and blue, where you won't sing half the lyrics? Is that why? Because you just don't know them?
Low key, yes, that is part of it. That is part of it. Like, there's songs are being like, I get recommendations and I've never heard them. I'm like, okay, I just need to learn half the lyrics.
We've
And
cracked
I'm
the code.
like, what that is. So you actually get it right.
I knew it, and because I was going to come on here and yell at you, being like, "But we want to hear your voice. I don't care who's duetting with you. We want to hear you." I was going to yell at you about that, but now it makes sense. You just don't want to screw up the lyrics. I get it.
But I've noticed that either I'm doing the wrong songs or just my engagement isn't as high as it is when I do the sing along. So that's why I try to do like a mix in between. Yeah.
It's same with YouTube, right? You're kind of catering to the masses while still trying to make the content that you want to make. It's a dumb game that goes back and forth, and you just sometimes can't crack the code. And then sometimes the things that you don't expect to hit all of a sudden just blow up, which actually I know you have your like viral story of is around your birthday.
Wait, so I have two kind of viral stories from a birthday. So the first one is on the day of my birthday, my friend, because you know how I have the you sing red, I sing blue.
Yeah.
She's like, good idea. You could be like, let's do a happy birthday duet. But the plot twist is like, they're gonna be singing happy birthday to you, you know. So the lyrics, it's like it's always them. It's happy birthday to you, and that time I had it so it was just one line that would come out, so you don't know the whole format yet. You would just go line by line. So it's like happy birthday to you, and then it's a new line, and it's still their colors, so they're still singing. And by the end of birthday to Tony, happy birthday to you, and then I did not expect it to blow up. It didn't actually blow up on the day of my birthday, but like 2 days after, it reached like 1 million views. So I had like thousands of people wish me happy birthday for the first time. And then for my dad's birthday, I there was that trend where Mina was like, Happy birthday, dear grandpa. And so I was like, okay, we can do this. We can do this with my family. And my cousin, her name is Brisa. She's very good with like recording and angles, getting them down right. And so I'm like, you record it, and she did such a good job. Like if you compare it to the scene from Sing, like it looks just like it. And then that one blew up really crazy too. That one got like 3 million.
I don't want to jinx it. I'm not going to mention a perfect score at all. We'll just let it go and see what happens. All right, your next word is beauty.
Beauty. Okay, actually I got it. Till as all this time, easy as can be, barely even friends. Then somebody bends unexpectedly. Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, second to last word. Let's go. This word is dance.
All right, I know a song. Okay. Dance monkey, dance monkey, dance monkey, oh, I never seen the sun before. Does that count if I don't know the lyrics? Because otherwise I could be like,
100% it does. And anytime you sing Tones and I on this, we're going to allow it. She is incredible. And you picked the most lyric heavy song imaginable.
I know it was all over the radio, but somehow I only know it's like dance monkey or something.
All right, let's finish it off. Last word, finally, for song association. Your last word is perfect.
Okay, good. Darling, you look perfect tonight. And then how does it start? It goes, I found
a love. Yeah.
I found the love. Yeah, you see? My lyrics. It is.
This is exactly why I started this, because I just want free concerts, basically, of all my favorite TikTok people. This is the only reason why I started this whole thing.
If you ever need a free concert, I don't mind. I love it. I love singing.
Tony, this has been fun. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. Everyone who's watching, check out his socials below. This has been great. And stop the red and blue on TikTok. We just want to hear you.
All right, I'll make sure I upload some covers.